But where does knowledge begin to meet ignorance in this matter? Many of the people who are shouting about their turn to come and be president are brothers from the East who says their turn. Instead of trying to solve the problem that is choking you, a few people are leading you to come and say, if we merge, all will be well. Unfortunately for all those who are listening to them, we have engaged all those people, the frontline contenders in this matter. We can tell you authoritatively, and we're going to, in a recent broadcast, we have said we will call names of the people we have engaged in this matter. Atiku Abubakar, for instance, in year 2016, we sat down with him when he began to talk about restructuring. We sat down with him, 9 of us. I led that discussion to say, sir, what do you mean? He narrated what he thought, everything. I'm just informing us now that there's no restructuring that will happen if Atiku becomes president, because his understanding of restructuring is limited to what the National Assembly will do. If he believed in the constitutional reconfiguration, the constitutional reconstruction that the country requires, let us ask Atiku what he has done since after the 2019 election to identify with the people who are pursuing that campaign. And that is after he had agreed with us in a meeting and then taken the materials that we used to support our presentation, turned into book form, presented himself as the champion of restructuring. We can tell you authoritatively, no restructuring in the manner you think will happen if Atiku becomes president. He took the ticket from PDP. I had to tell some of the topmost leaders of the PDP at the time it happened that they believed him and gave him their ticket for 2019 election in Port Harcourt. I told them the only reason we did not collapse his campaign was because we also wanted a contest between him and the Buhari that was carrying on as if Nigeria had become one big cow ranch. But now that same Atiku, who did not lift a finger on what we needed to do to solve this problem, which was what we agreed in 2016. Anybody who wants to know the detail should go to YouTube and click the title, Nigeria at the Valley of Decision. Nigeria at the Valley of Decision. On YouTube, you will see the 2016 on AIT, where we went to share with the Nigerian public what we were discussing with the Atiku. We had described in that video as a statesman, not politician, because he agreed with us we should solve the problem before we went for the elections, as at that time. But right after that meeting, the goalpost changed until after the ticket was secured by pretending restructuring was going to happen. All of that now in the past. Then we turn up in 2022, and the same Atiku is turning up to promise everybody that restructuring will happen when he comes. No restructuring is coming even if he comes. As it is with Atiku, so it is with Kingsley Moghalu. The same thing with the people doing mega party. From the Utomi to the rest of them in that journey to mega party. They know that this is what needs to be done. They know that it has to be done before elections. That if we wait until after elections, it will not be done. Akim, Baba Ahmed and co. They are just trying to get us to election so that that constitution can be saved for their own purpose, for their conquest. It must be our own foolishness that will lead us to going with them to that journey. The same thing with Peter Obi and those from the East. The same thing with Ojikalo and the rest of them from the East who want to be president. My good brother Samuel Habonwa, how are you going to solve this problem? If you want to walk us through the fire, the Fulani will conduct this election. INEC is in their hand. All the guns are in their hands. The PVC in their hands to print and give to whoever they give. And they already came out to tell us that if they make the mistake of giving up power at this time. We saw the governors when the PDP was fighting over where the chairmanship will go so that the presidency can go to the other side. We saw the governors on the PDP platform from that caliphate north, coming to tell us that on no account will they allow power to leave them at this time, that they might be pushed out of Nigeria. What else do you want them to tell you? They're going to have a candidate in that election. They are going to be the ones processing through INEC all the other candidates for the election. They are the ones printing the PVC to give to whoever they choose. They are the ones that will control the guns on the day of the election. They are the ones that will count the vote and announce the outcome. At what point are you going to begin to compete with them? So anybody else who is going to participate, who is going to contest, is only validating the journey, is only validating the process, not that they have any chance. Some might become governor, others might become senator, but where does that leave everybody else? In the valley of death. We can be wiser than this. Let us insist. NINAS has placed a plan on the table. The 5-point proposition tells us start to finish what we need to do to reconstruct the damaged foundations of the defunct Federation of Nigeria. It doesn't have to be anything more than we saw in South Africa when they moved from apartheid. Just a transition. Let us accept we can continue to build on this foundation of fraud. It will collapse on our head. It will kill more people. Can't we be reasonable for once and save lives?